Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best.
Good morning guys, welcome back to the vlog. Review for you today, the ENGWE L20. Look at this monster, mate. This is 100% street legal, 250 watt motor. It's got a throttle but only takes you to 4 miles an hour unless unlocked. This bag is extra on the back here. What a lovely looking bike. I chose this in white just for the change really, because I've been going for all the dark colours. And yeah, this is amazing, man. You've got the front tray on the front, and obviously you've got the back doodah, and I've got this ENGWE bag which they kindly sent me. Absolutely amazing. I'll do a review on that at another point, but 100% worth having. What can I tell you guys? I've been riding it. I've done about 2 miles on it at the moment, and oh great, it's quite honestly, right now after I rode this a couple of minutes I thought, I don't know, have I got this right? Is this a 250 watt motor? Because this thing flies, mate. Flies up hills. Yeah, it does things that bikes that have got 3 times as much power or in the motor does. It's pretty impressive, guys. So far so good. As you can see, I've done 2.9 miles here this morning. In third gear I've been travelling most of the time. Exactly the same controller as on my M20, so it's very straightforward to use. Exactly the same gears as well, 7-speed Shimano's. There's not hydraulic brakes. It's cadence sensor, not torque sensor. I love that. That doesn't bother me in the least. And the fact that hydraulic brakes, if I'm 100% honest with you, and people think I'm lying when I say this, but I really prefer normal brakes. I find hydraulic brakes too grabby and very easy to skid. So yeah, I find I get more control out of a bike that's just got normal brakes, but it's all down to preference, isn't it? Yeah, guys, absolutely amazing. So I'm going to stick some miles on this thing and I'll get back to you. At the moment we're in Penarth. This is Penarth Pier there on the left hand side. I love Penarth, absolutely love it. The seafront, lush, mate. Very, very quiet. Yeah, mate. Oh, I think that's a good hill there to try. I'm going to come back to that hill there. But guys, so far, absolutely love it. Well, just come up this hill here, right? It's not steep, don't get me wrong, but it's a long, gradual hill. I'm still in number 3. Absolute breeze, mate. Absolute breeze. I'm going up here 15 mile an hour. Honestly, I got to pinch myself for this 250 watt motor. This is street legal, mate. It's amazing. It's amazing. I'm not sure what the price is. We'll have a look at that in a minute, but absolute amazing. So far, amazing. Okay, we're at Penarth Cliff Tops at the moment. I'll tell you a few things more about the bike. The fact that it's a step through like that, right, not folding, that's so low. It's so easy to step on and off. So, you know, if you're wearing a skirt, or you know, if you can't lift your legs very high, very, very helpful. Very, very, very good. Seat lifts up like that, and that's how you pull the battery off. Just turn the key. You do need to leave the key in there. It does seem like, yeah, the key can't come out whilst it's on, so the key got to be in there for it to go. No rear suspension, which I didn't notice. I honestly didn't notice riding it. Obviously I put it together, I didn't really think too much about it. But yeah, the fact that there's no suspension, the seat is the most comfortable seat I've sat on. Yeah, seats not always comfortable. That is very, very comfortable. I've done nearly 5 miles now, and that is a very comfortable seat. Very, very comfortable. You've got the brake lights, you've got the normal lights. What else we got? Guys, it's so nice, man. And it's got height settings on the back there. So I think I'm as high as I can go, because that's down on number 1. And that's perfect for me. I'm 5'10". These are my heated gloves, guys. Can't recommend them enough. Absolutely love them. Go Cozy, thank you so much for sending them to me. One thing I made a mistake on this, right? Anyone who got one of these has probably already noticed it, but I was glad I made the mistake. When I was putting it all together, this comes in a separate bag, this front cage here, box, sorry, not bag, and that was what I put on last. So I put everything together, and as you can see, I put the light down here, where they would normally go, down on this bolt here. But then I realised that it's supposed to go on here, on that. Now, I preferred it where it is, because my thought is, if you're riding this of an evening and it's on that basket there, it's showing straight in front, where it's better if the light is pointing in the direction your wheel's going, isn't it? So that could be something you might want to think about doing. What else we got? Guys, I'm quite blown away by this. Wheels are absolutely gorgeous. A lovely looking bike, isn't it? Absolutely lovely looking bike. And we got a lovely view out over the Bristol Channel here. This house down here, let's zoom in a bit. This house down here was recently in a BBC TV programme. I don't know whether anyone's seen that. There was 3 houses. One was from Barry, one was from Penarth. That's the Penarth house there. Yeah, and there was one from Cardiff. But yeah, lovely place, guys. I always love riding in this direction. It's just nice, it's peaceful. There's plenty of dog walkers, just like on the island. But back to the bike. Loving it so far. Loving it so far. I think we'll go back to that hill that I seen, because that's a pretty steep and long hill. And we'll see how she gets on, mate, going up that hill. Because it's certainly not a hill to be sniffed at. And I know for a fact, if you didn't have an electric bike with that hill, unless you were a hardcore rider, you'd be huffing and puffing by the top of that hill. So let's see how we go. Yeah, so far I'm a bit blown away, right? And I know I say that a lot, but the fact that it's street legal, it kind of doesn't make any sense. Right, we're heading back down to Penarth Pier now. I thought we'd do Penarth today, because just to make a change, guys, for me as much as anything. Because yeah, it's a lot quieter here than it is on the island, and the tide obviously is a bit further out because it's going out. Yeah, man, I love it. So quiet, really nice. You know, most of the time I come to Penarth, this year you can't even get a parking space along here, and yet there's nothing here at all this morning. But that hill was right down the end there, down by the pier. So we'll head down there, and this is a one-way street, but this is a cycle and footpath, so I'm alright on here. Beautiful morning, guys. The weather we've had has been horrendous, man. Look at that over there, absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? I've even turned pedal assist off, guys. This is actually a very nice bike to ride, even without the motor on. You know, it's not overly heavy, and yeah, it's the seat though, man, absolutely so comfy. Lush morning, isn't it? Look at this, mate. Makes you good. You feel glad to be alive. Honestly, guys, you would never believe the weather we've had. This is why you haven't seen me. We've had rain, we've had wind, we've had snow. Not much snow, but everything. It was thunder and lightning all night last night. It was absolutely insane. But here we are. This is nice, isn't it? Wow, mate, I can't believe how quiet it is. The island's never this quiet. That's nice, isn't it? It's nice to have a bit of quiet, a bit of peace for a change. Beautiful. Guys, this is such a nice, smooth ride. I honestly can't fault it. And this is cheap, as far as I know. We'll go into that in a minute. But it's a fair bit cheaper than some of the bikes that I've reviewed recently, so yeah. The basket on the front left, my gloves, it's so mild at the moment, I don't need them on. And we're coming up to the hill. The hill is over there on the left hand side, so that's the hill we're gonna tackle this morning. See what it does. Guys, I know this is supposed to be a bike review, but look at this. I've never seen that before in my life. It's got a solar panel on top, and that's a digital screen, eh? And from what I can see, there's no, I don't know, maybe there is electric, because there's a there's a little thingamajig down there, but that is cool. That's really cool. Self-powered as well. Anyway, this is the hill we're going up there. Okay, I'm in pedal assist 1 here now. And so let's see. Oh, hang on, I better change down the gear. Let's change down the gear. Look at this. Right. Pedal assist 1, right? One-handed, guys. Remember? One-handed. Look at that. Wow, this is steep. And it's not just steep, it's long as well. Barely pedalling. Barely pedalling, guys. Wow, mate. Honestly, I've said it before and I'll say it again. My whole point of having an electric bike is to tackle the hills that we have in the Vale of Glamorgan. Because it really is something else, guys. That's why we were so fit as kids when we used to ride our bikes. Look at that, mate. How fast am I going? 10 mile an hour. Up a steep hill, one-handed, not even blowing. Honestly, it's as if you're just pedaling on a flat with a normal bike, but you're going up a steep hill. I do love it. I do love it. Okay, so let's have another closer look at this bike. What we got here, you can lock off, you can adjust the front suspension, sorry, on that side. This side, you can open it or lock it. There's plenty of travel in there. And you wouldn't even know that it hasn't got rear suspension. That seat is sprung underneath, look. That's I swear down, that's the comfiest seat I've sat on. That's comfy. That's super, really plush. Brakes all working perfect. This at the front is, I mean, it's handy, isn't it? Like, it's just somewhere to chuck your stuff. Like, again, when it was delivered, perfect delivery, and that's not to be said for all delivery companies. I can tell you with electric bikes, because they're heavy, you can turn into problems. But with ENGWE, in all fairness to them, right, it's a 2-man delivery service every time I've had, and they phone you before they come. You're notified all the way through the delivery, and that's amazing. But I am glad that I put the light down there, because I can imagine that being a lot better in the dark. Stand pretty much standard, same as the other ENGWEs. As you can see, it's not as big and chunky. Look how narrow the frame is there, which I think that makes it a lot easier to ride. Because I'm finding with this, I can ride it without any power. Pretty effortlessly. But the fact that this is a 250 watt motor and 100% street legal, it's a massive positive. Right, this track we're going to take here now, we're going to head that way there. That'll take you towards Cosmiston, and this will take you towards Penarth town centre. And this actually used to be a train that went from Penarth through Sully and to Barry Island, which was discontinued, I think, in the 60s, maybe 50s, something like that. But yeah, this is the old path, and they turned it into a footpath. So yeah, it only goes as far as Cosmiston, sadly. And it would be great if it still went to the island. It'd be great if it still had a train that went to the island. But yeah, let's head down here and have a little nose. This is really nice. It's quite mad, really. I love, knowing about the history and all that. And I actually made a video years ago about the old train, because this train would go through here, and it would actually go to Barry Island Pier, which was down by Jackson's Bay. It would go through the tunnel underneath Barry Island itself. Yeah, that's if you go search for that video, guys, have a little look. But this is amazing to think that this was once train tracks, Yeah, I love it, mate. I love it. And this will take us all the way back to Cosmiston, and then obviously then just jump on the road then and zip back to the island. But yeah, this is nice, mate, and it's nice for the change, isn't it? Guys, I love this bike. Absolutely love this bike. I can't believe how comfy the seat is. That is absolutely amazing. Yeah, amazing. Love it. Here we are at Cosmiston. That lane brings you out up there on Cosmiston Drive, I think it's called. And then literally cross the road here now. Well, I should have crossed the road at the lights, but I'm sure we'll be able to get past, because it's pretty quiet this morning. Have a little ride through Cosmiston, I think, shall we? Here we are, Cosmiston. The old quarry trader truck thing. And here's down here now. This is the lake itself. It's lush, mate. I love it here. Good morning, you guys. They're enjoying the weather, look at that. I think we'll go that way. It's just a little bit quieter that way. It's lovely, mate. Lovely morning. On a lovely bike. Okay, we've done 6. Actually, I guess I've got to stop a second. I've left the sticker on there for some reason, but you can see there we've done 6.9 miles and it's full battery. Should I peel this off? It's full battery, guys. I can't get that off of there because I got cold hands, but look at that, full battery. Can you see it? Full battery, and a dog come to say hi. Morning. Okay, end of the ride. 9.5 miles. Still got a full battery. That's amazing. But most of the morning I've had pedal assist off because this is surprising that the difference riding this bike over the other bikes that I normally ride, particularly my M20, which I ride every single day. Yeah, that's a heavy bike, guys, with 2 batteries and everything. And this, yeah, this is that you wouldn't want to pedal, you wouldn't want to ride. It's not so bad on a flat, don't get me wrong, or downhill particularly, but you wouldn't want to ride that around without any battery. With this, it's more than comfortable just to ride it around without any pedal assist on at all. And of course, at the moment, 6.8 miles, we haven't used any battery, and I have used the battery to go up hills. You know, I had to put my gloves back on. It's a lot colder than it looks. It's beautiful sunny sky, blue sky, but it's very, very cold. This bike got a bell instead of a you know, a horn, which I've said in the previous videos. I prefer that because I find that the horn, when you beep it, it's a bit intrusive, you know, when you're trying to just make people aware that, you know, you're behind them. So yeah, I do like a bell. I do like a little tinkle of a bell. Guys, honestly, I really can't think of anything negative to say about this bike. I think it's £900 at the moment, and whatever discount I get, I'll put in the description down below. If you're interested in this bike or any other of ENGWE's bikes, have a little look on their website, guys. They've got something for everyone, and they've also got new bikes coming out all the time, and I'm looking forward to working with them in the future because these bikes are absolutely fantastic. And I will do not 100%, no, hand on my heart, I do not review anything that I don't think is up to scratch, because you know, I've built a good bond with you guys, and I would certainly not want to mislead you into buying something that you could regret. So these ENGWE bikes, I honestly can't fault them, and I've done hundreds of miles on, particularly on my M20, but I've done hundreds of miles on the different bikes that you've seen me riding. So I always give them a good ride before I show you, but I'm starting to feel that confidence now where I don't need to do 50 miles, you know, because I've used ENGWE bikes, and they've been nothing but reliable, guys, nothing but reliable. And I can't fault this bike for the money, and the fact that it's 100% street legal. It's a nice bike, and it's not a nice bike just for any particular person. This could suit anybody. You know, you've got the basket front, you've got a basket back. You could literally use it to do your shopping, and you know, hills is not a problem, and carrying that weight is not going to be a problem at all. Yeah, absolutely love it, guys. Like I say, link in the description down below. Guys, I want to thank you for joining me and sticking with me on this video, and I apologise that I haven't been with you for I think it's 2 weeks. I couldn't believe it. I've been working in the house and whatnot, so yeah, the times are flying by. I'm trying to get some decorating done before we put the Christmas decks up, so this is why you haven't seen me. But yeah, and the weather's been absolutely awful. So guys, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you to ENGWE for your support and sending me these bikes. I really do appreciate it. Don't get lost or squashed, and we speak more soon.